I am flabbergasted.
Don't get upset for me not having any candy. Like, I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
to tell
think
you.
I think that's very like individualized, like to the kind of person that you are.
Hey Tithers, this is M.
And this is Yo. And this is Hither and Tither.
Are we good? There you go.
Welcome to this very special episode of Hither and Tither, Halloween style.
Ooh.
Do you have a cool witch laugh?
No, especially not right now.
Okay, what about like an ogre?
Oh yeah, I could probably get those low notes right now. Ho ho ho. That my throat did
Well,
not like that.
I am not trying to scare anybody off of our podcast, so we can just continue.
But you're a cute witch, so
Yes, I'm a cute, nice witch. Not like the ones from Wicked, though. I don't like Wicked.
Wicked. Oh, you don't like Wicked, dude? I love Wicked. Sounds like a topic we just need to move on from.
We do. We do.
That's funny.
Well, thank you so much for being here today. We have been so excited planning Halloween and planning like all the October stuff. And I think I started more excited and now I'm a little bit more scared as we're like going through all of this. I'm like, oh my gosh, like preparation for this is kind of scary.
No pun intended.
Wait, what's the pun?
It's October.
Oh,
Scary.
yes, Halloween, scary. You're right. You're right. So I'm thinking we should start by doing like just like a little like Halloween guess the word. Let's see how synced we are today.
Okay. This is actually kind of funny because although you and I are very connected, I feel like our minds are so different.
Like
But
we
the
think
fact
very differently.
so differently, like our minds just don't go the direction. But I feel like if we do Halloween themed, it'll help us stay more on track and more connected.
Okay, let's do like a little like, okay, are you ready? I have my word.
Yes.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Vampire.
Spider. Okay. Ready?
All right. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Hotel
Bite.
Transylvania.
What?
Because I was thinking of like spiders and like vampires. And like you can find those in Hotel Transylvania.
Bite.
I mean, yeah, they both bite. But, like that doesn't mean that mind is not
Again,
relevant.
Exhibit A, how our minds. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, Hotel Transylvania and bite. Okay.
Okay, ready? 1,
3,
2,
2,
3.
1. Cape. I was gonna say cape.
Werewolf.
Okay, cape and werewolf.
This one's a little bit harder.
I know, and I'm also now trying to think like you, so this is even harder.
Okay, ready? No. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Twilight.
Fur. Okay, we're getting closer. No. I think this is good. Fur and Twilight. Okay.
Fur and Twilight. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Jacob.
Thank
Yay,
you.
we
Thank
did
you.
it!
Oh my gosh. I was like, you're joking if we don't get this one. I was like, I will end this right now if we do not get this one. That was crazy.
That's awesome. Okay. Now
That's
I'm glad we
funny.
were able to actually get to the right one because dang, like we really had to set that one up, I think.
Literally.
Like it was almost like, look, I'm just gonna just give it to you. Anyway,
That's so funny.
uh so
I will
I'm
text
glad
you.
we
Yeah.
got it.
It was like, I will text you my word just so we can get this out of the way. Like,
That's hilarious. So today we're just gonna do some Halloween AITAs, which I think these are super funny. And I'm not gonna spoil anything. So do you want to go first?
yes, I'll go first. This one kills me, but it's just so funny. Okay. Aita for not giving a kid candy, right? At first
Yes.
instinct, you're like, yeah, you should give a kid candy.
Yeah.
I live with my girlfriend in the upper floor of a house we rent from the owner. Yesterday, my doorbell rang. There was a kid standing there in a Ninja Turtle costume. Oy. With his mom
Basic.
standing behind them. They said, trick or treat. To be clear, yesterday was May 7th. This didn't happen on Halloween or anything else.
Okay. Never mind. Changed my mind already.
I said that I was sorry, but it wasn't Halloween. I didn't have any candy for them. At this, the mom got upset and started arguing with me about how I was being stingy, who doesn't have candy
What?
for a kid, and so on. I ended up shutting the door in their face. When I told this to my girlfriend, she said I should have given them the candy I kept in my messenger bag. I kept some snacks there in case I'm hungry after lunch while I'm at work. I'm thinking that it doesn't make any sense to just give any random people who come to my door candy when you might not have any, especially for for Halloween being 5 months away. And I still don't get why they were there. Yeah, am I Aida?
I am flabbergasted.
Now, really, I think like the girlfriend bringing up that he did have candy in a stash. I guess, like, sure, you could have been nice and just given them to them. But where I think, like, what is the mom being upset? Like, don't be upset
Yeah,
that
like
I
what are
don't
you
have
fighting
any
me for?
Yeah, like, don't get upset for me not having any candy in a random day in May and not giving into your kid, like, now would I have tried to give the kid candy? Sure. But, like, if I don't have candy, I don't have candy. Like, I don't know
Yeah,
what to tell you.
I think that's very like individualized, like to the kind of person that you are. And like, I don't necessarily think that makes you an a-hole because I do think like if somebody just comes to my door, if people come to my door, sometimes I just don't even open the door because like, I'm like, what do you
100%.
want? You know, like, and so, and so if somebody showed up to my house and they're dressed up as a ninja, like immediately, like not a turtle ninja or whatever, like immediately I'm not opening the door because I'm like, I've seen this on Dateline, you know, like I'm just not interested in any of that. So like, does that make me an a-hole for like protecting myself? No. So I do think that it does depend on the kind of person that you are because sometimes somebody may be like, "Oh, that's super cute. Let me see what I have." And then just like you give them something, you know, like just cuz like you think it's cute and you know, there are kids that just need like parents who need outlets, you know.
Yeah.
So I just think it's individualized and I don't think it makes you an a-hole.
I know. And here's the thing. Now, maybe did your kid, like was begging you and begging you and begging you to go get candy and you're like, you know what, whatever, screw you. I'll
Right.
take you. Like, I just don't
Screw
want to deal
you.
with this. I just don't want to deal with this
I'm a
anymore.
good parent, but I'm a bad parent.
Yeah, for real. Um, like, I'm gonna take you, but mostly to show you why we cannot do this.
Right, but
Like,
that doesn't seem like that's what's happening if the parents
yeah,
arguing.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, if that was the deal that, like, oh, the kid was just losing it on the parent, was having a
I tainter.
tantrum, was just having a tantrum, um, then I would take my kid solely for the purpose of teaching him why we cannot go trick or treating.
Yeah.
And if it's my thing, honestly, I would probably go buy like a bag of candy from Dollar Tree and randomly knock on my friends' doors or whatever and hand them candy. Like, here, can you give them candy,
Mm,
please? You know, like I
yeah.
think I would go more about that, like that way, or like just people in my neighborhood. But do not expect people to just have random candy for your kid.
Yeah, no, that's definitely weird. Sounds like the parent was equally having a bad day.
Yeah.
So AITA scale, I'm gonna say AITA scale, I'll do a number 1 just because, like, he did shut the door in their face, and it's like,
Yeah.
if you already opened the door, like, just like, "Oh, apologetically, I unfortunately don't have any candy, but happy May Halloween," or, like, something.
Whatever. Yeah.
Um, like, his or her, I think it was a dude, right? His or her response oh, yeah, because it said that well, I mean, I don't know, I guess I can't assume. But, like, um the reaction was very negative. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. I would give them a 2 because they couldn't hold their emotions. Like, sure, that was an adequate response, but you very well just could have ignored them and been like, sorry, I can't help you. And then I'm going to have to shut this door. You know, like you didn't
yeah.
have to shut the door on
Have a
them.
great day. Yeah.
Yeah, have a great day. Bye. You didn't have to be reactive to them, but truly, I don't think Aida too
Yeah.
bad.
Me either. No, just reaction.
Yeah.
All right, next one. AITA for choosing my budget over my boyfriend this Halloween. So I need some perspective here. This whole thing is so out of control. I, 28 female, own my house, and my boyfriend, 29 male, moved in January. We had a ton of early money arguments and agreed that we would keep to a household budget. Also, he agreed to pay down his credit card debt. I have more flexibility in my personal spending than he does. Early on, after we moved in, my boyfriend told me that as a kid, he always wanted to live in one of the houses that were totally decorated for trick or treat and handed out full size candy bars. Here's where I messed up. Those houses are fun, but you definitely need to have the budget for it. I took this as a comment and not a plan. When the end of September came, we went to the Halloween store and he was under the impression we had savings for this. I didn't know. We go over the monthly budget together and it was never listed. When he found out that there was no Halloween savings, we had an argument. Afterwards, I talked to friends who all said he had talked about trick-or-treat excitement extensively and how much it meant. I chalked this one up to a misunderstanding on my part. So I came up with $500 of my own money and went to him with an apology. He decided to buy one big decoration, an animatronic clown, and some lights. It burned through the $500, plus he put a little on his own credit card. He wanted another big decoration and was mad I wouldn't put it on my credit card. Okay, so talking about tantrums, like who's throwing the bigger
Literally.
tantrum, the little kid or this kid? Adult. He's almost 30 years old. And I'm talking about I love Halloween. So, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
wearing a freaking hat that's falling
That
off my
won't stay
head.
on. Yeah.
He wanted another big decoration and was mad I wouldn't put it on my credit card. I asked if he wanted to put up handmade decorations or spider webs, but he said it would look cheap. I
That's what I
DIY'd
was
my
just
cauldron.
thinking. That is just what I was thinking. And it
I
doesn't
DIY'd
look
my
cheap.
cauldron because I was like, um, I already spent all this money on like these decorations. Like, why am I now gonna spend more? Yeah, no.
Which they look so cute. They look so
Production
cute.
will
Like
add a
when
picture later.
Yeah, right here. Cutesy.
A few weeks later, oh my goodness, we had a fight over candy. He was still stuck on buying full-size bars. We easily get over 250 trick-or-treaters, and I said we just don't have that much money. So we got the bulk bags of good small bars. I also had these little coloring books for the allergies and diabetes kids. I mean, so clearly she cares.
Yeah, yeah. But she also cares about herself and her financial needs,
As she should.
as she
Jump
should.
forward to Halloween. Halloween. Early kids show up and he is letting them grab handfuls. I remind him we have a ton of trick-or-treaters coming and he got really annoyed. I had ordered a pizza for us, so I get it and I think I want to order pizza right now.
Oh,
So I get it and go inside for about 10 minutes. She sounds like real smart. She's like, okay, like this isn't going my way. I'm just going to let him do his thing and I'm going to step
yeah.
out. That makes sense. By the time I came back out, the trick-or-treat bowls were empty. Allah. He had been dumping a third of a bowl in each kid's bag and had given out all the coloring books to whatever kids came along. He told me that I'd have to go run out and buy more candy on my credit card. I said I wasn't going to do that and it wasn't my fault that he just handed out 20 pounds of candy. Allah.
20 pounds. That's a lot.
He started yelling right there in front of the kids and I told him to come inside. He responded that he wasn't stopping trick-or-treating even if there was no candy. I told him to have fun with the clown. With that clown that you are, buddy. And went
Literally.
inside. He came in 15 minutes later. Then he demanded that I leave for the night so that he could clear his head. It is her house. He argued it was fair because I had already eaten and it was my fault that trick-or-treat time was ruined because I'm cheap. I handed the rest of the pizza to him and he refused. He left and went to a friend's house and I guess to spend the rest of the night drinking, handing out trick-or-treat candy and texting me how awful and cheap I am. Aita. No. No, this is a grown man who is about to hit the third decade of his life, and, he still doesn't understand the value of money. Really?
Yeah, this is past like just a Halloween hiccup.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
that
all
guy
for having a
has,
good time, but
well, and if he has, like, I understand when you have needs and all of a sudden the economy isn't well and blah, 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 and you have to use your credit cards. But like if he's already showing that he has all of this credit card debt and is not prioritizing that, like,
mhm.
he's
Obviously,
not
it
good with
wasn't
money,
yeah, obviously, you weren't spending that money on, things that mattered.
right? Like wisely. And the fact that he's so comfortable spending your money. No,
For real. Somebody said, I'm so mad on OP's behalf. Cheap after dropping $250 on candy and $500 on his stupid decoration. This guy sucks. OP, he will drain every penny from you. Always do not stay with him unless you want to be broke for the rest of your life.
truly, truly. Oh my gosh, that made me mad too. Like, I don't know. Like, there's nothing that makes me more upset than people feeling comfortable spending my money.
Yeah.
And because I'm so careful with it, right? Like, I also budget,
Mm-hmm.
I also do all of these other things to like try to get on top of that. And there's things
Yeah.
that you can't avoid, right? Like, you're trying to have like an emergency fund, you're trying to do this. Like, I just recently had one of my friends, I mean, TMI, but apartment burned down, and now we were asking him like, oh, do you need anything? And he was like, no, that's what emergency funds are for. And I thought that was so smart of him, right? Like, he has all of these things, and it's just like, oh, I don't, sorry, this unexpected thing happened and now I don't have an emergency fund because I spent it on animatronics and Halloween candy.
I know, for real. Well, it says 3 months later, the OP returned with an update. I posted an AITA in early November about something that happened with my boyfriend. He had spent a ton of money on Halloween decorations and blamed me for ruining trick or treat. I wasn't sure where to post an update, so here I am. Everyone, and I do mean everyone online, basically said I was right and said some truly dire things about my relationship. I won't lie, there was so much anger towards him, I sort of shut down. When I started getting requests from actual news sources for more information, I just basically logged out and just decided to forget everything that happened. We met the next day as he had spent a few nights at a friend's house. Ay, 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 qué dramático. I said that for things to continue, we needed couples counseling, and I expected for him to set up the whole thing. He was surprisingly open to this and said he would work on it. And that's where things started to unravel. Our mutual friends had been really in his corner. But once they sort of heard my version, which I backed up with pictures and receipts, support went to me. In fact, his friends have been giving him a lot of ribbing about how he acted, which my now ex hates. Smart girl.
Good job,
In
girl.
the meantime, he had been working on getting us counseling, but found that getting therapy on his insurance meant months of long waiting lists. So instead, he came up with this couples coach who was religious. I'm not religious and wasn't thrilled by this, but figured it was better than nothing. Our first meeting was only 3 days after I posted. One funny thing that came up was that my ex immediately handed over a print of the household budget and the coach praised it. But the coach thought that my ex was the one who wrote it and that I was failing to follow it. Manipulation continues.
So bad.
So what followed was this weird thing where my ex wanted all the praise, but also wanted the coach to badmouth the budget because my ex hates it. It took the better part of this first session to explain to him the actual situation, and the coach was weird about the fact that it was the woman in the relationship dictating money, even though he liked the budget itself. That is one thing that I learned from your mom, that she always says that the woman needs to handle the money, and like I live by that, and like I attest to that. Further attest to that, because not that my husband isn't good with money, but like men are just a little bit more free. So
Yep. Yep.
they like, we think about like 10 years from now, and men are like, what am I going to eat right now? And I'm already thinking about like retirement. Like, yeah.
Yeah, my mom is truly like a finance guru. She was like a head of a finance department for this hospital back in Mexico when we lived there. But so she is like, oh my gosh, like she truly is one of the most financially aware people,
Hmm.
and she really does, like, she says, like, if your dad was in charge of this, we would be broke. Yeah, but my mom is very, very stern on, like, the woman. He can bring in the dough, and I will handle the finances. Like, and
Yeah.
that is their marriage to a T.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm definitely not liking this coach. I'm gonna take off my hat,
That's
but
what
like
I
I'm
was gonna
still a
say.
witch.
He sounded a little weird. Like the fact that he made that comment, like, I don't like that she's the one that handles the finances. Okay,
Okay,
like,
like, are you here to help or are you here to judge? Like,
But also, did you not just listen to how he's spending the money? Why would I want him to be the one budgeting? Like, even if that wasn't the norm,
for
like,
real.
hello? Like, in
So what?
general,
Oh,
the one that is better with finances should do it. Like, if the
right.
girl, because I've
It
met
doesn't matter.
plenty of
Hmm.
women that are
Oh yeah,
super
absolutely.
bad with finances. So it's like,
Yeah.
whoever's bad at that, don't touch it. You will get everything
Hmm.
you want, but don't touch it.
Absolutely. Um, the next day, one of our friends found the Reddit post and sent it to my ex. All hell broke loose with him saying that I had betrayed his trust. Blah, blah, blah. Our next couples coaching session was all about that, and honestly, I fared terrible. I felt terrible for airing out his dirty laundry. The coach and my ex both gave me a ton of crap, stating that I had publicly humiliated my ex. Obviously, I'm updating, so I don't care about embarrassing my ex anymore. He had this username and will probably read this, but whatever. One thing that was seemingly positive about the coaching was that the coach pointed out that my ex never had the ability to have holiday traditions because of his upbringing. So yeah, now he wants to make everything a huge thing. But then um, he wanted to crap all over her family's traditions because they actually had the money to do it. This was all bookended by our twice-a-week visits to the couple coach, who I increasingly hated. Makes sense. He would go through super religious prayers and had an issue with us living together before marriage. Okay, well, like,
Okay,
that's
but
valid on
that's
both parts.
well,
He
yeah,
is
but
religious.
also, yeah, but also that is stuff you talk about before you
Right.
get into a relationship. Like, do our
No,
morals
yeah.
align? Do they not? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
if they
yeah.
don't, then don't be with someone that they don't align. Like, don't crap on someone for not having your same values or standards. Like, you
Right.
just
That's
move
what I'm
on.
saying. It's valid on both parts, because
Yeah.
he's doing his job as a religious person. He's praying and like he's telling you, well, you shouldn't live together before marriage. But at the same time, like, I mean, it's valid on her part too, because it's like, for one, like, that's not what we're here for. Like, living together is not the issue, but maybe it is, right? But
Yeah, yeah, maybe
maybe it
there's
doesn't
just
have
more
anything to
to
do
all
with
of
whether
that.
they're married or not. But
It's
anyway,
that's weird though, because it's like if like I'm religious too. We're both religious, and like I too don't believe in living with someone before I get married. But again, like if I did start living with someone, I wouldn't blame it on them. That was my choice to
yeah.
throw away my rules for you. But in the end, it's not your fault. Like, dude, some accountability. This dude struggles with accountability for sure.
Yeah, like I said earlier, like, Abe really wanted a cauldron, and like I wanted a cauldron too, but like they were super expensive. And why am I going to spend $75 on something that's going to sit in my garage 11 months out of the year? It just doesn't make any
100%.
sense. So instead, I went out and bought 2 cardboard pieces and made a cauldron of my own, and it looks great. And
It
so,
does. It
like,
really does.
and that's something that she had suggested as well, and he didn't agree with. So, like, if you're unwilling to compromise, yeah, that's what more can you say about that?
100%. Well, there's what do you guys think? I mean, there isn't much to think about, but we really want to hear your side. And you know what? If this ex is a titero, you know what? Comment and let us know what is going on, because again, there's always two sides to the story. But
Yeah,
right now, it's sounding very heavy favored towards her side. And also, would you give a kid candy in the middle of May? Or I guess, how would you have handled that situation? Because you can give a kid, but
I wouldn't
how would
have.
you have?
I'm just saying, I would not have.
See, I
I
would
would
have
not,
if I
only because
had it.
I would not have opened the door. I would
Oh,
not
that's
have opened
true.
the door.
That's true.
It
All
it's
right,
just,
there's
yeah. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Yeah, thank you so much for being here